edit dictionary. So in ABAP dictionary, we learn about how to create tables, how to create data elements, and how to create a domain. Similarly, how to create the view, the structure, all this stuff. So here you can understand how to create tables in database directly, what are use of table, and how to communicate with part. And similarly, how to create what is the topic of data elements, what are use of data elements, and domain means what are use of domain, when we need to create domain, and what are use of view, as well as the other things in the views. And when we have to use the structures, what main difference between the view and the structure, that we'll discuss. Then we'll discuss about the ABAP editor which you started, and ABAP editor will discuss mostly about the reporting parts. And the reporting we have, one is classical reports, and a classical, again we do have first one is called a normal report. Second one is we have one interactive report, and we have ALV report. Again under the ALV we have one is normal ALV, and second one we do have one is interactive ALV report. When we talk about ALV, is nothing but application link view. Okay, application link view, which is the output we'll see. Under ABAP editor only we can focus the topic called, as we discuss about internet table, work area, how to create a structure, how to define the tables, how to define the data types. All this we'll learn under this ABAP editor. So ABAP editor will help you out to create a exact programming things in the SAP ABAP system. So complete reporting program we need to write and we need to so the output will generate on the report. So we write a certain codes which just use the output for this environment. We have different things. If we talk about normal report, the number will generate the output as one A4 sheet page report. If you have interactive, means that we'll create a multiple reports so that one report can interact with the other report. It means if I want to see the customer ID of name, so when you click on the customer ID C05, it will go to the second page. It will display the C05 name, age of that customer names. Okay. Again, if you want to see the same name person, how many transactions he did. So when you click on here, it will go to third page for to check the transaction values. So it is called interactive. So one page to other page. That's called interactive. So this is called interactive. So we'll also create this, how to create this interactive report. And the main difference between the classical report and ALV report is, classical report will get a kind of a A4 sheet page, kind of Word. A normal page will get without header, something else. In the case of ALV, the output will look like in the Excel format, which are rows and columns, proper rows, proper columns, proper heading, and each and everything on the ALV report. Similarly, we also have, once we done this part, under ABAP editor only, we learn the topic called internet table, work area, all those concepts. So internet table concept, work area concept, as well as we have how to define the data types, data definitions, table definings, and we call as events. Okay, we have certain events. So all these events we'll see. Okay, once that two topic is done, the third topic is we'll discussing about the module pool programming. So when we talk about here, the module pool program is one of the place where we can create the application, the screens we'll need to create. Like you can get some login screen, we create some input parameter of second screen, like multiple screen we can create. Okay. So if you want to add a username here and the password, so it's a username password, we can use a button to log in as exit. Okay, this is how we can just enter the pages. So if you, it's kind of a creating some application. So when you click on this button, what should happen? When you click on this button, what should happen? That should be right. We write some code in the backend. That is, we'll do in the module pool program. So under module pool program, we'll just create some screen painter. So which call as creating some applications. So for the first page, second page, third page in the web portal. If the first page is login screen, once you enter your username password, when you click on login button, after click on what the next page will be look like, how to design that part. That's all we'll learn on the module pool programming. So under this module pool programming, we also learn how the programming the part. So we need to write a certain code. When you click on first button, what should happen? When you click on second button, what should happen? That should be write a certain code. Then fourth one, we do have the scripting part. Scripting is nothing but the script shows you to create a A4 sheet. Suppose I have a report. I want to send the report in the email. Okay, as I want to create a report in such a way save as a PDF format. As I want to send a report to every day to my client, we should have the header here, the report header, page header, detail body, and the footer, page number, from address, all the stuff. A kind of A4 sheet page. So this is called script forms. So how to create a script, how to run the report on the script, okay, how to create a to address, company logo, how to add a field headings, how we get the data, then from address to address, page numbers, file author number, all will add in this scripting part. So scripting help you out to how we design our screens. Okay. So we learn the scripting part. Including scripting, the fifth topic we have is smart forms. The same thing as script only, but it's an advanced topic of script. So it's an advanced topic of script actually. So this shows how the scripting will look like for business environment. So it's an advanced topics. So in the scripting, what happened? We design the page layout in the different place, and for that we write a code in a different place in the scripting. But in the case of smart forms, we do the layout, the page layout in the same screen, and we also write the code for the same screen. So it's a difference between the script and smart forms. Okay, there's an advanced thing in the smart forms. But both are the concept is wise, both are same. We can create the same pages, layout, all are same. Then sixth one we do have called BDC, batch data communication. Batch data communication. It used to load the data from a local file system to the SAP ABAP server. Okay, SAP ABAP server. That's called BDC. We have a two method. One is section method. One is called transaction method. These are two methods we'll use for loading data. So we have tried certain big code. That code help you out to how we can load the data process. Then last one, seventh one we have, it's called LSMW. Nothing but legacy. So we have a legacy system migration workbench. So it has around 14 steps. Under this we have around 14 steps. So these steps will help you out to load data from a local file system to the same server also. So we have two ways, same BDC and LSMW. So as we saw the scripting and smart formula, so BDC script is a core modeling, and smart forms are advanced for that one. Similarly, BDC is a normal thing, and LSMW will have a advanced topic of that part. So up to here, these 7 topics will come in the core modeling, core ABAP. So let's discuss with the advanced ABAP. Under advanced ABAP, we have it's called BAPI, Business Application Programming Interface, where you can get some kind of programming language. Then we have BADI. BADI is business adding, how we can add the business activities on the systems. Okay. Similarly, we do have the topic called workflow, how we can do workflow. Then we have OOPS concept, object-oriented programming language that we have. Okay, so we also have the option called WebDynPro. So these are additional topics which we face in the advanced ABAP systems. Okay, so this is how we can get, as well as we can also have IDOCS also. So IDOCS is the same part we can use here. So there are different things where we can focus on the systems. Okay, you guys have done this ABAP dictionary, how to say